All right, what's up? So we're in the old garage, and I got a new set of arrows, and I'm just tuning them. So I wanted to go over tuning your bow for anybody that's at home. Say you already got your bow tuned before, you had arrow setups for it and everything. You shot a bullet hole, you had it all set up, done everything, and you just switched arrow combinations. So you want to tune your arrow combinations. So this is for, we're going to try not to put it in the bow press, but this is for anybody that just wants to do it at home. And paper tuner right here, I made it out of PVC pipe, and I'll get a good up close look at that here in a little bit, but it's just PVC pipe. That's all you need to make a tuner. Or a thing of cardboard, just a cardboard box. I like cardboard boxes and using those because it's stiff, it gives you a good reading, and like this thin paper behind me, it doesn't tear and give you kind of a wonky tear or whatever. So we're gonna go through, I'm gonna shoot this through paper, and I'm gonna go through all the tuning and everything and get these new arrows set up for this bow. Like I said, I'm gonna try to without put it in a bow press. I don't know, 6 feet away from the target, and we're gonna shoot a shot through this and see what it's reading. So it gave us a low slight left tear. It's more knock low than anything. You see where the veins come in through here and the point come in through there. So I'm gonna shoot another shot and see if it gives me the same reading, just to be sure. Yep, same reading. So with the left hair, I'm gonna move my wrist to the right. Now, if it was spaced out like this, then I'm gonna have to shim my cams over. But like I said, if you've already had your bow in a bow shop, you've already had it tuned and everything, then your cam's usually shimmed over. And if you make an arrow combination, it's probably not gonna be too far off from what you had. So if this is for just like if you're doing slight tears, if you're doing real wide tears, then you're gonna have to put it in a bow press and shim your cams over. But so we got a left tear, so I'm gonna move that rest to the right. Do one thing at a time. If you got a high or a low and a left or a right at the same time, fix one issue at a time. That way you're not sitting there just absolutely trying to tackle a bunch of stuff at once. So it changed it just very slightly. So I'm pretty sure I could come in about another 2 or 3 clicks and it will bring that right in there. And actually, if you get farther back and you start shooting 100 yards, you start doing your walk back tuning and stuff like that, you'll know that you want to be slightly left. But for me being OCD, I'm going to center that up. Okay, so that looks pretty good from here. Now I'm going to work on my knock low. Okay, so sadly, I did end up having to put it in the bow press. When I started moving it, I moved it more than 1/8 of an inch from center shot, so I had to shim my cams. Now, when you shim your cams, if your fletchings are kicking to the left for a left tear, you shim your cams over to the left. If they're kicking right for a right tear, you shim your cams over to the right. But we shot just about a perfect bullet hole, and I can deal with it because probably at 10 yards it's going to shoot a bullet hole. But I clicked the rest, 3 more clicks over to the right, and I'm going to shoot this one and see where it gets. Up and down is awesome right now, so just barely right there. I'm going to click it 3 more clicks. Okay, I ended up clicking it over 4 clicks. There's my release. So 4 clicks to the right for that left tear, and I'm going to shoot another one. Let's see what we got now. Right there. We might be just a hair knock high, but that's fine. I'm okay with a hair knock high. That's what we had. We kept changing it. Then we moved, so we got the same tear throughout all this, and then we moved that rest. And you'll be surprised how much it takes to turn from there. I mean, it was an eighth of an inch from that to move the rest right and get it lined up with the string. Okay, so it's actually been a couple days, and I haven't got back around. So it's actually been the next day over with so much stuff to do. But after I paper tune, what I will do is now I will go back and I will walk back tune and set my sight, get it sighted in for 20, leave it at 20, I'll shoot at a line. I don't want to shoot at a dot, I don't want to shoot it at nothing but a line. Not worried about my up and down, just worried about my right and left. Just get your general 20 in there. Then once you get your left and rights, step back to 40, keep your sight at 20, and let your aim at the line and let your arrows fall into that line. Because even though you might be shooting a bullet hole, you'll need to adjust your rest slightly for your walk back tune. That looked like that went right. Shoot a 3-arrow group, get you a group in. Make sure your bubble's level. That was on the line. Actually, these are all a little bit right, so I'm going to put a click or two in the sight and get it straight on the line. There we go. All these were fairly decent around the line, so now I'm gonna go back and shoot it at 40. Okay, move back to 40 yards. I'm gonna aim for this one. There's a black line on that buffalo, and I'm gonna aim at the other black line on him. So I was aiming at this line right there. And from the angle that we're at, I want to shoot again. We might have to move the rest right. So if your arrows impact, or move my rest left, if your arrows impact right of your line at distance, then you're going to want to move your rest to the left. If it impacts left, you're going to want to move it right until it groups in the line. Those all look fairly decent around the line. Still might be just a hair right. I'm gonna shoot at targets, do a couple more groups on it, and see if it does something weird. But I should be good. So after I'll go through and paper tune and walk back tune, that's it. I'm done. Until I get broadheads, and then I'll broadhead tune, and then that's all I do. Because I know the arrow's coming out from straight out of the bow whenever I paper tuned it. And then now I know that the arrow is following the sight, the string, everything's coming straight, everything's coming plumb, everything's good, coming out of the bow at distance. So if I hit right or hit left at distance, it's gonna be me. It's not gonna be because the arrow's not in line with the sight or sight's not in line with the arrow and something's just slightly off at distance. So once everything's said and done with pepper tuning and walk back tuning, now all I gotta do is broadhead tune and I'm good for the season. So it's not that hard to tune your bow at home. Sadly, I had to put mine in a bow press, but 9 times out of 10, if you're just switching arrows and stuff and you're still close to your same arrow setup, you won't have to do that. So hope this helps some of you guys out. See ya.